This is Noelle Randall, real estate entrepreneur, mentor, and mom of 5. And on today's episode, you are going to meet a phenomenal new entrepreneur, 𝗡𝗲𝗹𝗹𝗶 of Lion Property Solutions. Sonia and her daughter found me and were very excited to enter into my mentorship program. After a year, her and her daughter have hit some roadblocks, and we are going to talk about how new entrepreneurs can overcome their roadblocks. We know in business, sometimes things don't always go exactly as we plan, but there are ways to overcome them and you can still be successful. Sonia and her daughter are amazing and have a great story to share that we can all learn so much from. Let's go.
Noelle. Yeah, she can fix that. If you gotta get it done, all you need to do it better. Well, she can fix that. Yeah, she can fix that. Investment to get back, trying to get a big stack. She can fix that. Let's fix that.
Well, welcome. I want to introduce you guys to one of my favorite students. Although she does not consider herself the most successful person, she is definitely a success in her own rights. This is 𝗡𝗲𝗹𝗹𝗀 of Lion Property Solutions. This is an absolutely amazing woman, a mother, an entrepreneur, and a real estate agent who has some amazing experiences to share with you all, and I am so excited to introduce you all to her. Welcome, Sonia.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Like I said earlier, I see so many awesome things in Sonia, probably things that she doesn't even see in herself. And I just wanted to invite you here to share your real story the same way that Noelle always does, telling the absolute truth and being in truth and sharing our real stories and our real journeys. So I just want to start and ask you, tell us about yourself, Sonia. Tell us your backstory. How did you meet me?
Well, let's see. I'm originally from New Jersey, and I had my real estate license while I was in New Jersey. I worked in corporate America for 20 years or more, and decided that I just didn't feel like I belonged there the entire time. I mean, I was, got into middle management, did the whole corporate thing, and I just didn't feel like I belonged, and I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Yeah. And so got an opportunity, took the package, and walked out on faith. Got my real estate license and thought it was, piece of cake. Oh, this is going to be a piece of cake. I'll get my real estate license and I'll become rich, sell all these houses. 6 months later, decided to move down to Florida. My mom had retired down here. We've been coming down here and just loved it. It's a whole different story being retired and living in Florida and then working and living in Florida is a big difference. So got down here, opened up a business, a franchise, and actually, before we opened the franchise, and in the meantime, I figured it would take a little bit of time. So I went and got my real estate license here in Florida. Ended up opening up the business and set the real estate aside for a while. Unfortunately, it was a good experience. However, the business, we had to close it. After about 10 years, we had to close the business. Okay. And it had a big impact on my life because I'm at older age, and I figured, this would be my business. That would be it. I'd be able to, sell it when I got ready to retire, and then I lived a good life in Florida. Yeah. But it didn't happen that way. So, being at the age I am, it's been a challenge. You know that you are, you're intelligent. You can do a good job. You are successful. But then when you fail in a business, it kind of sets you off. So you have those mind-binding spirits that kind of attack you and say, okay, well, you're too old to start all over again, or no, you can't do it, you're not smart enough, or you don't know enough, or, you just can't do it. So what are you going to do? But I always had the real estate license, always kept it up. Just happened to be on the internet one day, and I saw you, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. She's pretty cool, got a great personality, and, you had a meeting. And I told my daughter about it, and my daughter's always interested in real estate as well. She's always pushing me to go ahead and, hang my license. In fact, the only time I hung my real estate license while I was here was to sell timeshares.
Really?
And I was horrible at it. Horrible.
I did not know that.
I was horrible. First time I actually cried because I was 50 years old. And I got fired. The first time I got fired from a job in my life, it was selling timeshares. It was horrible. And I knew that real estate sales was not something that I needed. Well, I shouldn't say real estate sales. I should say timeshare sales because it's all totally different. So anyway, daughter and I went to see your meeting. and we just loved it. We just loved the rapport. We loved the atmosphere was just welcoming.
Yeah.
You're an intelligent young woman, just very proud, and just to understand where you're coming from, how you built up from having literally nothing to, having a multi-million-dollar business.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, she did it. We can do it too, Sid.
That's right.
So Sydney and I just decided to, continue to you go to the next weekend thing that you had, and then we decided to sign up. And so here we are.
Okay, so you actually brought up an amazing point that I wanted to bring home. So I remember meeting you and your daughter for the first time, and I just fell in love, honestly, with the mother-daughter combo. Obviously, I have a mom, and I love my mom dearly. And I saw something really special inside of you guys. But I want to also talk to, at the same time, it's like, okay, come join me. And what were you and your daughter thinking, or share with us, what was the real thought that you and your daughter had when you were saying, okay, we're gonna do this real estate investing thing, and we're gonna learn this together?
She was my cheerleader, and continues to still be my cheerleader, and I'm her cheerleader.
Yeah.
I see myself in her. Besides the fact that we look almost the same, like she's my
True
mini me,
story.
literally. But I was just encouraging her, because I know that she'd rather go the entrepreneurial route.
Yeah.
She's seen us do it,
Yeah.
With our business that we've had. And she's just an encourager, and I try to encourage her. And it was a great opportunity for us to partner together and kind of grow together, and learn from that generation. I don't know what generation she's in, X, Y, Z, whatever generation it is. I know I'm a baby boomer, so, but whatever generation she's in, I'd be able to learn from her.
Yeah.
And so it was just a good opportunity. We both decided that we would just move forward and that we could do it, and just be, the next great mother-daughter team,
Yes.
In real estate.
I can see that.
And so a little bummed out, though, because she ended up moving to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And but we still continue to partner together. We kind of throw ideas off of each other. And actually, she opened up an Airbnb in Atlanta, which was fantastic. It was the perfect location. Everything was perfect until they found out that it was Airbnb. So we were a little bummed out about that. So now she has to kind of start all over again. But that's okay, because you still have to, you learn from your mistakes.
Absolutely.
And so the next one is going to be even better. So we're going to continue to work both in Atlanta and both here in Orlando.
So as you can see, Sonia has had some challenges in her business, but let's talk about how you can pivot. So I think the great lesson that you can get from Sonia is that you can have challenges. You're going to face challenges in your business. Know that it's coming. I wish I could tell you that it wasn't, but it definitely will. But when you get back to your plan and you stick to it, you can always refocus and then go forward. One of the things with Sonia's real estate that I want to make sure that you know is that she lost focus. Yes, things happen. Your daughter may move away, and that's your business partner. Things might happen like COVID or anything unexpected. Again, it's okay. But if you have your plan and you know what you're doing in your business, you can always refocus and get back to it. In real estate, you connect with your story as well. And Sonia has a great story that she can use to find the ideal clients that she's looking for to help them and catapult her real estate business. Again, use your plan, use your story, and focus. Focus beats intelligence every day when it comes to any business and any entrepreneur. Focus beats intelligence. Stay focused and you will win. Like I said, all is not lost. Obviously, everyone's journey is different. Some people are a success in a few months. Some people take longer than that, but that is still okay. I'm just excited and proud to say that Sonia is still in it. She's still working on her business, and she has accomplished some very awesome things. So tell people about your business, the name of it, what you guys are doing.
Well, my business is Lion Property Solutions, and we basically help individuals and families transition to a more comfortable housing environment, right? We help people who have property problems. They might have gotten divorced or all in love and found, 10 years later that the love is not there anymore, have the divorce, and, the woman wants to keep the house, and she decides, after the fact that, she really can't afford it. So we're there to help, situations where someone dies or, you just can't afford it in this environment. You lose your job, we're there to help. And so basically, that's what Lion Property Solutions is.
Yes, so you're looking to get some properties.
Looking to get some properties. I want to do some multi-units, purchase some multi-units as well. Ultimately, I really would like to get into the, I want to say, gentrification business, and partner with some folks who can establish some programs that will help people who live in these neighborhoods to transition into the new homes, to the new look. So that's my ultimate goal.
One of the best things that you can do to be successful in real estate investing is to focus on what I call people with property problems. People with property problems don't necessarily have a house that's falling apart. It could be that they are behind on their mortgage payments, they're getting a divorce, a bankruptcy, or they inherited a house they do not want. By focusing on a person that's having an issue with the property, they are more likely to do things for real estate investors that are to your benefit and will allow you to get those properties for pennies on the dollars. Getting properties below market value will allow you to gain equity, get houses that have appreciation in them, and even get those properties without putting a mortgage in your name. This will allow you to pick up lots of properties for just pennies on the dollars and build your portfolio quickly. All right, Sonya, you actually mentioned a really great point there. I think what people need to understand is that building a business is a process. And so I'm excited to hear that you are still building your business. You are still working on finding clients that you can help in the situations for your target clients and building your business credit in the process. So talk us through that process and what you're working on.
Looking at someone like you, you think that building your real estate business is really easy. It is a challenge.
Yeah.
I think the greatest challenge for me in the beginning was understanding exactly what I wanted to focus on, because there's so many different opportunities within real estate to make money. And it's just, I think I spent a lot of time just trying to figure out, and I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I've already established all my, set up my business, my corporation. I've established some vendor lines of credit as well. And I'm starting to market. I have my T-shirts that I make. And then I also have business cards, obviously. That's the first thing you do, because you can't be a secret squirrel.
That's right.
You got to let people know who you are. I got sticker on my car so I can advertise as I drive. And just starting to really look at focusing on who I want to address and who I want to market to.
Yeah.
So starting to pull lists and starting to market to people. I've had my first experience with a house from hell. This house literally was a house from hell. I mean, it was like you talked about in how your husband and you go to these houses and he doesn't like to go to the stinky houses. Well, this house was a house from hell. It was, ceiling falling down in the bedroom, cat poop everywhere you walk, the smell, you had to kind of put on a gas mask kind of to walk through the house. So that was fun and, encouraging that, we
there are people that need help.
Yeah, they do need help. They need help a lot. So
probably not the first flip you want to start with, but
not at all. But it was an experience, and it was a good experience because it got me excited about, the opportunity. So still, just trying to make it work. Got to be, the key to it is being persistent.
Correct.
There's going to be a lot of no's. I learned that in the timeshare business. There's going to be a lot of no's, but you got to stick through the no's and get to the yeses, and they're coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that, again, is one of the things that I absolutely loved about you and your daughter, is that I always saw that positivity in you guys. Obviously, we're real people. Everything does not work out perfectly in the beginning, but you guys were always positive and you stayed committed and you're still going forward. That is powerful. That is so powerful. We're not always going to be an overnight success. Noelle was not an overnight success. So knowing that you just keep going, you stay focused, you keep your goals in front of you, and they will come to fruition.
Yeah, I've got to, because I don't want to be, I have a picture in my mind sometimes. I see myself in Walmart, welcoming people to do, and I'm not going to be 70 years old and, welcome people at Walmart. It's going to work out.
No, absolutely. I think you're on the right track, especially with continuing to build a business credit. You already have some great things going. So just keep continuing on that. And I'm definitely keep involved with you. And I'm here to help always. I love you guys to death.
Yes, we love you too. We appreciate it.
we know that we all experience challenges, and we know that Sonya is no exception. But what we can talk about is how to move forward. So Sonya, tell us what some of your next steps are. What are you going to be working on in the future?
One of the things that I struggle with, which I'm really going to do better, is being organized. I found that you have to be organized, just like you suggested. You put your phone away in the morning and you focus on yourself. You have your spiritual time or whatever, works best for you. And then you just kind of outline your day. And that's what I have to do a better job at. Right now, I'm still working a full-time job, but I have to make more time for focusing on real estate. But next steps is to acquire Airbnb, continue to do wholesaling, and I'm going to continue to look for a multi-unit to purchase.
Awesome. And do you still have your real estate license?
I still have my real estate license.
Okay, we're going to talk about how to use that as well, girl, because I don't use mine as much. And so those of you that have it, I definitely have more clients that I can't serve, referrals and things of that nature. So I know some of our other students got their license, and I've been able to give them some of my clients as I move into other things. So keep an open mind.
Very good.
Okay.
It's so awesome to see a successful woman like Noelle. You don't really see a lot of successful real estate women in the business. So it's really exciting and such a blessing to be able to work with her. The experience has just been amazing. And I know that, she set me on the right path, me and my daughter on the right path to be very successful real estate investors. If you had told me like 20 years ago that I would be a real estate investor, I would have told you no way. But with Noelle, she's made that possible. It's so exciting to be able to help people with their property problems, sit down and get to know people and just help them get into a better situation, be more comfortable. Nobody likes to be in a situation where you're constantly worried about, how you're gonna pay your mortgage and things of that sort. You just wanna be comfortable and be at peace. And that's what we're here for, Lion Property Solutions. That's what we do. We help people with their property problems. Sit down and just analyze and see what the best way, how is the best way that we could help them have peace of mind. It's been an exciting journey. Been a year, and I almost feel like I probably should have started a little bit earlier, even though we've been together for a year. Noelle just kind of laid out everything that we needed to get started, me and my daughter. We're trying to follow the plan, kind of got a little stuck here and there, just out of fear, I think, for the most part. Because we have all the information that we needed. It was all laid out for us perfectly. It was just a matter of just having self-confidence and moving forward. Sometimes, you have challenges that you don't want to address, but you have everything there for you, but you're still scared to move forward. But I think we've overcome that. We were supposed to be partnering together here in Orlando, but we have to partner from a distance. Still exciting. We can still encourage each other from long distance. It gives her a reason to come back home and gives me a reason to go to Atlanta. But we're excited. We now have 2 markets that we can tackle and be successful in. So can't wait to see what happens.
And so we've all faced some challenges, but the thing that I see in you and that I want people to draw from and learn from your experience and garner from what you've been through is that you can be successful. You can have the thing that you want if you just continue to move forward and you stay committed to your goal. If you are the type of person that will be positive and keep working, there are going to be people that are going to be reaching and pulling towards you as well. There are good people out here and they want to help you just as much as you want to help yourself. And so, of course, I am absolutely hopeful. I know that Sonya and Sydney have an awesome business. I know what they're doing is going to work because I'm confident that they have a great attitude and they also have a great plan. And when you execute on your plan, you will be successful. So I'm excited to see where they are going and where their business is going. And I will keep you guys posted on where they end. And I would love to have you back maybe in a few months so we can catch up.
That would be awesome because we are going to be we're moving forward. And the next time we catch up, we'll have some solid things for you.
So I think the lesson that we have here is that you really can turn obstacles into opportunities. Just speaking honestly about my story, as many of you guys already know, I literally was in my parents' basement. I started investing in 2002, 2003, and I had no idea what I was doing, or at least at the time I thought I did, but quickly found out in 2008 and 2009 when the market started crashing that I had done everything wrong, and I ended up in my parents' basement, bankrupt, multiple foreclosures, and even bad credit. And I turned that into the success that you see today. And I want that to be the message that other people really know and understand. You really can take obstacles and turn them into opportunities, especially when you're honest and you tell your real story. I think the way that I connected with so many people and I made so much money in real estate is that I told my real story about how I was in foreclosure, how I had lost everything, and what happens when the sheriff comes to your home and takes all of your stuff out. And I was able to use that in my story to show people that they could avoid that I could take over those mortgage payments and turn them into rental properties once I got myself together and I learned what to do. And in turn, I was bringing value to them. They no longer had to go through what I went through of the foreclosure. But again, the real lesson, I told the truth and I used what I had been through to help other people. And in doing so, you really can bring value to the world and make a lot of money in the process. If you want to learn more about me, Noelle Randall, and what I do, don't hesitate to find me in all of the places that I exist. I'm on YouTube. I have a podcast. You can find me on iTunes and Spotify. You really, basically, if you Google me, you can find me anywhere. I want you to have all of the knowledge, all of the tools, and all of the resources that you need to be successful. This is Noelle, to your success.
Yeah, she can fix that. If you gotta get it done, all you need to do it better. Well, she can fix that. Yeah, she can fix that. Investment to get back, trying to get a big stack. She can fix that. Let's fix that.